Hello and welcome to GT Hui. We're going to be jumping right into it today because I forgot to do a recording. 3, 2, 1, lights out, and away we go. Look at that launch. Not too bad. Peruvian Pepper ahead, spins his wheels, and guess what? I did it. But you know what I did do? I screwed up this braking point. Blocked up Peruvian Pepper, goes around the outside. Oh my goodness. So, the purpose behind today's video before we get to the next quarter is I wanted to play some Ranked, and here we are. TV Sir Dead into the second quarter, rams me off the circuit. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose because he did it pretty gently, I'd say, and doesn't lose his wing. Into the second corner, I let him go ahead. A little bit of contact, and guess what? Rake and Green Mad Monkey do a little bit of a spin. I'm sure one of them was trying to pass the other and their wheels locked, spinning both cars out, doing a, is it a George Russell? Is that what happened a couple races ago? Either way, we're attempting to keep up with TTV, Stream Mad, Stream Dad, Stream Dead. Either way, not too bad. We're still within a second. We are losing time, but overall, not too bad of a race. I've been making, or I am making this video to see what finally being ranked feels like. I got a full bronze ranking, and I'm a driver safety rating of B, which isn't too bad. B for best, as you'd expect. And guess what? We're doing okay. Rake V2, though, is doing much better. He is catching real fast. Look at that. He's dropped to 1/2, and I've absolutely folded under pressure into the gravel. Rake V2 off the track, and he's away. Alfredo Chicken behind, over 10 seconds. Oh, he's dropping fast, but I think it's just because I don't have the speed. Anyway, we end up keeping the position, and that was the rest of the race. I kept it in 5th. Not too bad for my first ranked lobby. Actually, very clean race for F1 22 standards. Not very. I did get rammed off, but it didn't feel fully intentional. Unlike playing in the unwashed, unranked lobbies. And driver of the day, TTV Stream Dead. He's gotta be driver of the day to beat me. Anyway, next race, Imola, we're going. Another pretty fine start. We are moving. Coming up on Alfredo Chicken. We're gonna see that name a lot. Behind, we got Maruda and SK. SK is gonna be ahead of us later on in the race, but for now, we're trying to follow Alfredo Chicken through. Alfredo Chicken is falling behind the pack ahead, and I am attempting to follow him at this point in the race. Qualifying had shaken my confidence to the core, and I could not get myself to commit through any of these corners, going quite slowly. Alfredo Chicken is building up the lead, and I'm leaning on my ERS, not the IRS, because I did not get a tax refund. Instead, they took my money. Anyway, we're using our mental prowess to force Alfredo Chicken into a mistake, but instead we also bring ourselves into a mistake. It was quite the madness. We're taking this corner not too badly. We actually gain... No, we lose on Alfredo Chicken, and SK is catching. I move to the left side to defend. SK is coming from behind. He can smell blood in the water, and I am doing my best to keep him behind and try and catch up to Alfredo Chicken 001. Alfredo Chicken 001 moves left, right, and I try and keep myself in slipstream. I know SK is coming. SK absolutely flies around the outside. Alfredo Chicken doesn't realize he's there until it's a little too late, but they only do a little tap and he makes it around. SK is just flying, and guess what? I want to do the same thing. I'm going to try, but I'm going to go for the inside. I back out. Alfredo Chicken was shaken to the core by that move and goes off into the gravel. Now, I've fallen right behind SK. SK is pulling ahead, and Twitch also followed me through on Alfredo Chicken. SK taking the quarter quite beautifully, and now I'm under attack by the Twitch guy. Twitch guy is really putting a nose there, and I'm afraid. It forces me into an error, and I go a little bit off track, going slowly. Twitch goes around the outside. Now we're gonna see if we can follow them. Hopefully the two faster cars can possibly pull me around the circuit. DRS is gonna be opened, but sadly it's not gonna have an effect because not this lap, but it'll come into effect the next lap, and these guys are already pulling ahead. I don't have much ERS left, and I'm hoping that maybe some, I don't know, either SK or Twitch can make a mistake for me to try and capitalize and gain some positions back. Off of that, pretty nice, I think I got 4th place last race, or was it 5th? Either way, all the same kind of ranking, it's not a podium. Someone has gone off the track and hit the wall. It is Rice, which is shocking. That guy was incredibly fast in qualifying and in the wet. So, big rip to Rice. Also love rice, because rice is the shit. Especially fried rice. We're gonna skip ahead because not really much has happened. I'm not really catching the guys ahead. We stay within this kind of time differential for quite a while. And all I'm doing here is just making mistakes. So honestly, we don't really need to see that. I know I don't want to see that. But I do like this speed up effect. It feels like I'm going to warp. Either way, guess who has made a mistake? A pretty costly one too. SK has gone off the track. They have been fighting so hard all this time while we were skipping through time that they're worn against their F1 driver nerves, and their nerve endings are showing, and it's painful. SK takes the first plunge off the track, and now we're coming up. Oh my goodness, another disaster. Twitch is reset to the track. It's kind of something else, and we go up into 4th place. Pretty nice, I'd say. So probably the last race was 5th, and this is gonna be 4th, I think. Yes, we finish in 4th place. Would you look at that? Magical. Now we're in Azerbaijan, and we're going. The lights out of the way, already a wreck off to the right. It's really hard to put traction down in these cars, and the AI cheat at it, but not a topic for now as we make it through 3 cars who have hit the wall. Carson looking like a promising 4th candidate to pass, but sadly, I don't know Azerbaijan pretty well, and as you can see from the racing line, which I've enabled, it's pretty difficult. It's a pretty difficult and unforgiving street track, as all of those guys that just went off and hit the wall could attest to. Also, I have a lot of trouble with this quarter. I don't take the second part of it wide enough, and I keep hitting the sausage, just sending my car careening into the wall. At this point in the race, I can tell that the guys behind Grimy and F5 Clutch Master are catching real fast, and I know that I am not a fast driver, so I am getting ready to concede the position. At this point, I'm like, okay, I'll brake early, allow it to go around the outside. Instead, I take too much sausage, and I'm pretty sure I accidentally de-wing Grimy. In the race, I didn't really know. Anyway, I allow him to get around the outside. He looks kind of fine as he goes around the outside, but the thing is, the guy ends up going into the pit. At this point in the race, though, I was hoping that he'd keep going, and that since he was faster, I could possibly learn the track a little bit better following him and copying his braking. But nope, into the pits. And from here on out, we are on our own for quite a long time. You rejoin at the near end of lap 2, and F5 Clutch Master goes for a little move around the inside, Also aided by the fact that sometimes I would accidentally brake around that corner because I would panic and think that a huge wall is coming up in front. So now we got DeVito behind us, Dr. DeVito, that is. He went to law school. Oh, wait, no, doctorate school. He hit the wall as well, it sounds like. And we're just gonna open up the door. We don't have much ERS, so we can't really do anything about it. As usual, it seems that I've used up all my ERS during the race. We're gonna attempt to follow Dr. DeVito throughout this race, hoping that also maybe I can glean some knowledge off of him. Thankfully, I got the DRS, which allowed me to, well, keep within not DRS range, as you can see, since I still am 1.2 seconds behind him. That must mean that my launch was absolutely atrocious. Either that, or my digital driver also needs to lose some weight, like I do in real life. So, just like I was talking about earlier, we skipped a lap. We're on our own, and oh, DeVito spun. It seems like he's generally okay, though. It doesn't look like he hit the wall. I don't know, maybe he did. Either way, we're hoping that we can keep him behind, and we just gun it. Hoping for the best. It's lap 4 now, end of lap 4, and Jesus has left us. This is now truly a cursed chat, but, or not chat, but video. And you can tell it's cursed because look at that. F3, wait no, was that Jesus? Yeah, that was Jesus. F3 or F5 Clutch Master is still in the race. Jesus is out of the race though. And I have finished ahead of him. Look at that, another 4th place finish. Would you look at that? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. This was pretty chaotic to record because I also lost my audio again. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do the voice overlay again. And I have to say, I feel like it turned out pretty well. And goodbye.